Now is the time.
Forever? Tangent. Hold.
Halt.
Hashtag always MGM.
You are approaching the unloading area.
Calm down. AK haters.
But what if it could?
Behold the
Disney
majesty of the
breeze.
Sistine Ceiling.
For the kids.
A salute to all theme parks, but mostly Walt Disney World.
Ha! What a cute ending.
Aloha and
Don't DIllo it.
This is Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank, and it is actually Theme Park Thursday because we are recording on Theme Park Thursday, except it's October 30th and not November 6th if you're listening in your audio feed. If you're listening right now, we're in Epcot. Do you see us? Can you wave to us? Are you listening in the park right now?
Say hi. Do you think anyone listens to podcasts as they walk around the park? I find side tangent. I have two side tangents. One is I find a lot of people, which I think is brilliant, walk around with the headphones in, even like shopping, like if they're going food shopping or they're in Target, whatever. The headphones are in, listening to things, maybe podcasts, maybe music, maybe just as a way to drown out the noise and whatever. Right. Do you think people do that in Disney, too? Do you think that's possible? Or are they missing out on the BGM?
Right. I mean, I think that would be like the hang up. I would suspect people do that who just don't know the glory that is background music at the parks and just don't realize that ambient noise is part of the feels and the vibes and the experience.
Yeah.
But sure. Do I think it happens? Yeah. I know they're listening to football games in their ear, and that stuff happens.
True, especially the people that like work from Disney, where they set up their little workstation, because so I could see that. My other side tangent was that your birthday was yesterday. As
God, it's November 6th.
Nope, no, it was yesterday. So how's it feeling? You're officially 51.
It's fine. So
there's no Dave Matthews song like there is for 41. So
no, it's none of it's good, Jen. I went to this place out on Long Island, actually, called Long Island Pickers, or LI Pickers. It's called. Okay. Have you heard? It hasn't come up in your TikTok algorithm because ours are the same. So it's a collectibles / antiques / thrift / I don't think it's a pawn shop, but it's all in that category. And it came up in my TikTok algorithm. Why? Because I've been dealing with nothing but collectibles for the past couple of weeks. Sure. So I was like, you know what? I want to see what's at this place. So shout out to them because they were very nice. And they did one of those things where it's a storefront there in Hicksville. I think I was off the Wantagh. And
at the Wantagh Expressway, is that where you went?
And so I was in the storefront first, and they were like, "Let me know if you wanna see the basement." I'm like,
"What's in the basement?" And
they open the back door, and it's just a couple of doors down this way. I was like, "This is awesome." Suddenly, I'm in one of the later scenes of Goodfellas, but yeah. But
you were in Westbury, by the way.
No, they were very nice. Had a lovely conversation with the owner, and she did show me the basement and all the things. And I called Papa DIllo immediately after because he said, "Frank, it's your father. Call me back."
Of course, yeah.
To wish me a happy birthday, and I'll have to check that out.
It's in Westbury.
It's in Westbury. It's technically Westbury over there. Did you look it up?
I did. I looked up the address.
And it's LI Pickers, right? It's not Long Island Pickers. It's
LI Pickers.
Yeah, LI Pickers. Mm-hmm. So, it's Westbury right there still? I'm trying to think. I guess it would be, right? Hicksville's on the other side of that. Yeah, I guess that's right. I mean, I'm not going to say they're wrong when you're reading it right there.
That's fine. I'm just looking at where...
It's not what I think of when I think of Westbury. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think of Hicksville over there, though. Where are we?
A lot of VHS. I mean, it was basically, Jen, a lot of Mom and Papa DIllo's home is what really.
Sure, it's probably just their house is what LI Pickers is. So, I mean, Snydillo's his museum. It's all coming
Well,
together.
right, and that was part of my birthday. I had to check that out, and then I went and saw my friends at the Museum of Nostalgia. It was a whole day.
Oh, a whole nostalgic day as you were like, I'm not 51. I'm going to go back and live in the 70s and 80s.
No,
Well,
I bought. I've been trying to replace my wrestling figure collection
oh,
over the last several years, and so. But what happens, especially at the Museum of Nostalgia, is I go, all right, I'm sure they're still going to have this figure. This is the one I'm picking up today. And then they will have one that I never had. And I was like, well, this is the one I'm buying today. It's the one I never had.
here it is, a brand new one.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do with that? I don't know.
Lewis is saying when someone says, want to see the basement, leave. Yeah, not on Long Island. That's where you hang out on Long Island. You hang out in people's basements. That was our teenage years and college life, I'm sure. But I hung out in everybody's basement. That's what you do. So it's normal.
This is the way. But I mean, listen, and again, the owner, she was very lovely, and started with an eBay store. It's kind of like Museum of Nostalgia too. Started with an eBay store, realized, we can go brick and mortar because it's going so well, and more power to them. But yeah, like kicked open the back door kind of thing, going, it's right this way.
All right, if you say so. So you spent your 51st birthday in a nostalgic world.
Yeah. I was just surrounded by it. And again, I said, as I said to the owner there at LI Pickers, I was having lots of conversations. I was feeling very social yesterday.
Look at you.
I know. And as I said at the museum, I was like, I feel like now that I have all these Disney collectibles, I was like, I got to figure it all out. Now it's official. I have too much stuff. I'm never leaving this 2-bedroom apartment in Queens. And what am I going to do?
How many conversations have there been about just that since you got more collectibles?
I was like, what am I going to do? And it's hard. And it's hard because there's some things that, like, I would love to display. And I'm like, it would be all, like, I'm not going to put Mufasa next to Cruella de Vil, next to, like, I said, there was one yesterday, because the other thing I did in between was go to my storage unit and rearrange. Because when I got these things, I was just like, just get in the storage unit and close the door. So I actually organized it yesterday to like, do I have space in here? Which I do. And so I was still like going through some of the boxes of the collectibles, and there was like Grumpy playing the organ, and I'm like, oh my god, like, so, but here's Grumpy and here's Cruella and and here's Mufasa.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that my feng shui brain there doesn't, resonate at all.
Yeah, it's interesting there. It's just like a click of this is how our brains are wired, because when you're like, I'm not going to put Cruella next to Mufasa, like, but I understand that as, yeah, that is crazy. You would never do that. You can't do that. And I then immediately have flashbacks to my own ceramic figures as a kid, which was like set up on a shelf behind my bed. And I would constantly like organize them in such a way of like, no, and then this one, like Prince Charming is down on a knee he has to be down, like presenting it to Cinderella. There has to be the presentation here. But according to my algorithm on TikTok, it may lead to other things and why my brain is wired the way it is. And maybe this all makes sense now.
This is why you can't eat gluten? Or
no, that's a separate issue.
Okay.
That's a separate. There's many things.
Louis is saying, if you get Frank at Secret Santa, expect collectibles. You're not wrong, Louis.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Let's forget Secret Santa this year. We're just gonna send collectibles out to everyone.
I've already said too much the last several weeks. Last year I wasn't.
I've already shown all the cards. I just found this.
Last year I wasn't in Secret Santa, right? I forgot to join up. That's correct.
Yeah, you were like, I can't do it because you're all angry. That's why. You were too angry last year.
Well, that's true. And which was also discussed at my 50th birthday dinner, that I was angry prior to my 50th birthday.
I wasn't angry.
I don't think I was angry.
What was I angry about?
Because that's the reaction you get. And it's like, well, you just remember. I'm like, no, I want anger. No.
Oh my God, funny.
God. Anyway, we're in Epcot right now, so that's why we're recording this Theme Park Thursday in advance, 15 minutes in. But we wanted to kind of talk about the 34 hours I spent in Orlando a mere 11 days ago. And that's the plan, but the guests of DillosDizResort.com, which is our Patreon, with memberships beginning as low as $1 per month, DillosDizResort.com. The guests are kind of riling things up here because they know that we're riled up.
I mean, yeah, and also we've just been tangenting for 20 minutes.
And those of you
They're
wondering,
ending our tangents.
we're saying we're in Epcot right now, which means yes, we did buy our Epcot tickets. It happened.
We did it. Yeah.
Much to
Here's how
Jeffers'
it went.
excitement. Yeah, go ahead.
Here's how it went.
Yeah.
Frank side text. Jeffers needs to buy his ticket so he can get some lightning lanes. Should I tell him we're just going to do it? And I responded, yeah, who are we kidding? Just get the tickets.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Mrs. DIllo wants to say happy early birthday to you.
For what?
For you at your Epcot ticket because it went on my card yesterday. Happy birthday!
No. Then we have to discuss that.
Number 44 coming up.
No. You were saying that there were points and there were things, and I said, no, don't choose your. Why don't you save your points? And that.
Yeah, mine. Half, 3/4 of mine got covered with the points. Yours, happy birthday!
Yeah, okay, that's unacceptable. So
Happy 44th birthday!
That's unacceptable. We'll talk about that.
You're gonna have to take it up with Mrs. DIllo.
I'll take it up with Mrs. DIllo.
I'll prove it. Like a theorem. Oh man, who's listening to this episode today? There's gonna be people. You know what's gonna happen is we're gonna meet a lot of people this time at these parties, and the first episode they're gonna listen to is this one.
This one?
And they're gonna be like, "What is
this? Why did we agree to this?" Well, they seemed nice in person.
Yeah, but they're actually crazy people who go into basements in the middle of Long Island.
That's facts. Yeah.
So we're in Epcot right now. Food and wine. So that'll be at least one podcast episode. How many podcast episodes will come out of this meetup?
I mean, how many did I get out of my July trip? 7?
That was
how many did I do?
It was like it was like a summer series, like 90210 at the beach.
Oh man, good times.
Listen, there's nothing greater.
Better, that or Saved by the Bell at the beach? Which one was better?
Oh gosh,
Stacey Carosi or
and you got Ernie Sabella in there as
right?
Stacy's dad.
It ties back to Disney. See?
Yeah, that's right. That's what we're doing here on Theme Park.
That's right.
But there was I think there's timing of things in my life. I'm like, I was meant to be 16 going on 17. I am 16 going on 17 when the first set of beach episodes happened on 90210. It was like an event that was meant to happen when I was that age. That was the thing for all of us.
Yeah.
All of us teenagers living that life with new episodes of television in the summertime. Hey, out there in Gen Alpha, because I know you guys are listening to us, but but back in the day, they didn't have new episodes of things in the summertime. No.
No. We could make next week's episode in the park. You could have a complete camera and sound team with you. I mean, listen, we'll try to get some content. That's a tall order, though, there.
So we are here because we're in Epcot right now, but we're talking about my 34 hours. First thing I want to address is MCO. Landed in MCO. Our flight was delayed out of LaGuardia. And I got into MCO. We got off the plane at like 1:30 or whatever it was. There's two things. One, we're gonna need the carpet in MCO. In Terminal C. The A and B terminals gotta have that carpet has to be in Terminal C. I don't know what we're doing. I think I saw somebody's TikTok or reel or something that said they were replacing some of the old carpet in A and B with the same kind of carpet. Well, if you got plenty of carpet, why is it not in Terminal C?
Because Terminal C is sleek.
Second thing. this idea that Terminal A, B, and C is going to become Terminal 1, 2, and 3 with this Orlando International Airport expansion or renovation or whatever it is. Why?
No. Why are we changing it?
Who is confused?
That's change for the sake of change right there.
Why is that necessary? Completely unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Number 3, and I think it was said before we recorded last week's episode, which was with Jeffers and Theme Park Rob and Lewis and Val. It was said that this is Mayor Buddy Dyer's last term in Orlando. Now we're really talking about change. What are we doing? There's too much happening, MCO. Figure it out.
It took me a while to accept Buddy on the announcements. I mean, that change was hard. And now I've accepted it, and now it's going to change again, and I can't. Let me just go back for 1 second to a Jeffers comment. Frank Talks to Gen Alpha should be a weekly segment.
Listen, all you kids for Halloween dressing up as K-pop demon hunters.
Hey, you kids.
I hope your long braid worked out on that one character whose name I've heard many times but still don't know.
Rumi?
You're close. You're close. And
I have not watched the movie.
Oh.
I have listened to the music. Dr. J, I got a text about this, by the way, because we mentioned this prior. And I said, the kids weren't really into it, and so I haven't seen it yet, but we're into the music. And she said, but that doesn't mean you can't watch it. And I said, touche, Dr. J. You're absolutely right. I have no excuse. Right?
So A, B, and C in the museum. So that that's A, B, and C in the museum. I'm reading the comments at the same time. MCO needs to keep A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Other part of this is Disney. Get yourself together with the gift shop in Terminal C. Because leaving MCO, like Mrs. Dillow's like, you want to walk through? Like, and she says that as if it's a real question. I was like, of course we can walk through. We didn't get to walk through on the way in because it was the middle of the night. So obviously,
yeah.
What is in that store? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing like extra. It's like a hodgepodge. It's not. It's no fluidity as mentioned with our ceramic figures. Like, why do we have this next to this thing? Like,
Right.
and I'll follow that up with another shop later. But Universal store in the airport is awesome.
With its 2 floors.
With its 2 floors and its cool graphics, big screen graphics. But also, I mean, the second floor is all Harry Potter because they know where they're making their money.
Yeah.
But we went in there and we're like, ooh, the Epic Universe merch, even though we haven't gone. And then, so you got Ministry of Magic merch, you got the Dark Universe, and then they got this. I'll have to show you. I don't know if you saw it last time we were there together, Jen, but they got like the nostalgia Universal shirts with like Kong and E.T. and
cool.
And I'm like, ugh, and they got like it doesn't have the same material as the Spirit jersey, but it's kind of like with the old pink, the '90s colors. I'm like, how do we not own this? And,
Yeah.
And so they run the gauntlet of things with nice seamless fluidity. In the airport store, they had some Grinch stuff out, just lean into the holidays a little bit early. But I'm gonna want some Christmas at Hogwarts stuff when I visit there in just a few days.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, we're in Epcot, so maybe we visit it. No, we can't visit when we land because you have to go run through Typhoon Lagoon.
Did I make it to Typhoon Lagoon and Humunga Cowabunga? Find out soon.
Maybe you're following us on the social medias and already saw. Who knows? Yeah. Jeffrey's asking if there were Ariel bubble ones.
I didn't see any of those, but they might as well bring those over there because they're not selling anywhere else.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good one. I just want to... so that's my beef with MCO.
That's a lot of beef.
And I also found out recently that the diner that is in... Have you eaten at that diner in Terminal C yet? It's like the Sunshine Diner or something like that.
No, but I know what you're talking about.
It's an Art Smith restaurant, which...
Oh, interesting.
Ironically enough, I had a Chef Art Smith reservation prior to this Epcot day that we're currently in the middle of. Do you see us? Wave if you see us. take a picture with us today, because we all know you're listening to Theme Park Thursday with DIllo's Diz, especially 20-something minutes in when we haven't talked about anything.
You just talked about MCO and the Disney store.
I mean, that's fair enough. I think that's worthy of it. So we got in very late on Friday night for my quick turnaround trip, which involved a wedding for Ali Flores and his bride. And so got up the next morning. I had originally had 3 reservations. I had one at the Boathouse for brunch on Saturday. I had one late night Topolino's reservation, and then I had a Steakhouse 71. And Steakhouse 71 I got rid of pretty quick because I knew we weren't. We already didn't sleep long enough upon arrival. I was like, we're gonna want to sleep tomorrow. It's not even a question.
Yeah.
So Boathouse was definitely in. And we were awake, but let's talk about Buena Vista Palace first.
Yes, please.
You made a bold statement in our one-channel Discord associated with DillosDizResort.com. You said it is the preferred choice when not staying at a Walt Disney World resort. Are you here to back that up when pitted against the Marriott World Center?
I am.
Ooh. I was like, she's not thinking about that.
Now, in fairness, and you know what else entered my brain is your favorite Best Western over by Universal. So perhaps there are, that one might speak to you a little bit more. World Center speaks to Papa DIllo a little bit more. Buena Vista Palace, though, that's preferred. And because of its proximity and all of that. Now, granted, the price of the Buena Vista Palace has gone up, just like the Disney hotels. So where you used to be able to stay at the Buena Vista Palace for $79, $99, those days are long gone. But then when you compare it sometimes to the other resorts, which I will do, sometimes like if the resorts are like, what is going on down there? Everything is really crazy. And then you look at the Buena Vista Palace and you're like, why are you so crazy? That's ridiculous that's price. I'm not doing that. But there are times where the value resorts are a better deal than the Buena Vista Palace. So I do feel like it's been hard to then not stay on property. Plus, you get like the parking, the access to the parks and all that. So you start playing all of that out. But especially back in the day, I mean, I don't think the kids have stayed at Buena Vista Palace, but pre-kids, I mean, me and Mr. Snydillo, a lot of our weekend trips were at Buena Vista Palace, and like it was just a good go-to because you're right there with everything.
No, the Marriott World Center is definitely a popular thing. And it's they got a great pool there. And just for context, the Marriott World Center, if you're leaving property, not up World Drive, but like over by the Riviera and that way, and you make the turn right to go towards I-4, you'll see the tower in the distance with the Marriott logo on it. That's the Marriott World Center. Buena Vista Palace, of course, is as you come around Disney Springs before you make the right turn to go towards 535, and that's the first hotel there, the first tower hotel there. That's the Palace. Which is run by Hilton. And the thing is, and I used some of my points because I've stayed at a couple of Hilton-based hotels this year to kind of knock the price down for myself. But these, this charade we're playing with hotel fees, and obviously I'm renting a car because of the parking fees, so I'm going to Uber. Business is hurting businesses. I don't understand, but. The resort fees is what gets me. I'm like, hey, wait, that's not just added to the hotel price, so I don't stay at your like that. I know you don't want me to stay at your hotel, but that's what I went through for about the 3 weeks up until I booked the resort, because I was watching the Buena Vista Palace for a while. The wedding was in Winter Garden, and I was like, I go right up 535 towards Winter Garden. It'll be fine, and maybe I can get a brunch in at Disney Springs. But I was like, okay, I see what the price is. But I'm seeing what the 2 nights total is. I'm like, what is off? And it's those resort fees. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And also to mention, I was saying how crazy all the Walt Disney World hotel prices were for that weekend leading up to it. Thinking, it's the weekend before Halloween. Everyone's going to the parties. Everyone's going to Horror Night. Everyone's just staying everywhere. But it was also the Wine and Dine weekend, which I did not.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
I missed entirely because I'm not a runner.
Yeah. Well, yet until our next meetup.
Right. Apparently, you are a runner because you have medals to back it up now.
I am a walker.
You're a walker. I don't know. You're not ready to run yet. Did you try to run at all while you were getting your medal? You didn't even try to
Absolutely
jump?
not. And Lexi was adorable and so kind because we would be walking and she's like, "Is this pace okay with you?" I'm like, "Lexi, I can walk all day long. I am a New Yorker. I can do the New Yorker walk. Let's go." I'm just not running. I'm just not doing that yet. Maybe the rest of my 40s become when I became a runner. I doubt it.
We first stayed in the Buena Vista Palace in March of 1993.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I was there.
You were there. That was the infamous put on this Walkman so Frank can.
Oh, yeah, I got my Belle Barbie doll that year.
You got your Belle Barbie doll and Bobby, your
Barbie
Bobby.
doll.
And so Frank could watch on the pay-per-view, the cable pay-per-view, whatever it was called back then, the film version of David Mamet's play Glengarry Glen Ross, with Jack Lemmon and Al Pacino and Alan Arkin and Ed Harris, and an amazing cast. Alec Baldwin with a small role, but a lot of foul language in that movie. So, but it was on my must-see list, so I had to watch it.
That I couldn't listen to. Dirty Dancing when I was 7. Watch the whole movie. So why did we stay there though?
I'm not quite sure what the reasoning was.
Yeah.
But it was March. So either it was around spring break time or for colleges and stuff. So maybe the availability wasn't there. I don't know. It wasn't like our spring break. We just had,
I mean, it was also an odd time for us to go.
Yeah. Well, that was a couple of months after Mama DIllo's procedure.
I see. I mean, it's on YouTube where I say that she has one kidney.
She has one kidney, yes. So she had her kidney removed in January of 1993, for those of you scoring at home. And and we went in March to Disney instead.
Yeah.
So that was the first time we stayed there. What was funny is when the first thing that Mama DIllo asked me when I got in the car on after the trip was, "Is it still really old looking in there?" And I was like, now the hotel opened in 1983.
Yeah.
But that was the impression, is that it felt like the same. The room had not changed in 10 years or whatever. Yeah. So, and it wasn't that we had a bad experience or anything, because we kept going back. As I've said many times before, it was often the grand prize on Double Dare in the late 80s, a fabulous Disney vacation.
Right.
I tried to look at many full episodes of Double Dare on YouTube to find the soundbite, but every grand prize was something at Oasis Ranch or something like that. I don't know. So I will continue to look in the meantime. And again, it was ease for us, and we also liked dining at the Crossroads, which come on, Jen, we talked about this on your trip in the summertime, where you sent me pictures of the now demolished Crossroads at the end of Hotel Plaza Boulevard and 535. Used to have restaurants, a supermarket, Red Lobster, McDonald's, mini golf, all the things. So you sent me pictures, which I responded with the Homer Simpson screaming gif of
Yeah, hilarious.
So I got to see it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Multiple times that weekend that we're talking about. It's just shocking.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Yeah. It's a lot.
And especially that I can't picture how the roads are going to go to access I-4 over there.
No, and forget it. Once it's all done, I'll be like, what? I don't understand what's happening. What happened here? What? Yeah. Where was the goodies? I don't. Where was
Jungle Gyms?
Yeah.
And our Uber driver, when we got, because he was talking about all the infrastructure stuff as we were turning onto Hotel Plaza Boulevard, but he was saying, like, he was like, there used to be I was like, we know all the things that were over there. We know.
Yeah. Yeah. We're from here. Not really.
We're familiar. Yeah.
Lewis asking if we have any pictures from Jungle Gyms. I don't think we personally do. We might have a menu. But
We can confirm. We'll try to get a picture of the menu into the Discord.
yeah, let me see if I can look up too if there's just like images of inside Jungle Gyms.
It was glorious. All the burgers to choose from. And Papa Dilla loved himself Jungle Gyms.
Oh, yeah. Loved it. Want to go to Jungle Gyms?
It's Jungle Gyms or Beaches and Cream is basically all of our trips in the early 90s, basically.
Yeah.
So all we were doing all the time.
Oh, man, there was a Jungle Gyms in Church Street Station.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Upstairs in the, yeah.
There's a lot of...
Remember Church Street Station? We should do a deep dive on Church Street Stations.
Yeah, really. Yeah, there's a lot of those pictures. I'll have to do a deeper dive another time, but I see more of that location than the other one.
But same as you, where you went back several times, like that was the alternative, especially the first couple times that Mrs. DIllo went with me, because you figure, you can head over to Disney, what was downtown Disney at the time at night, and rather than being at the parks. So that was also our go-to there in the early 2010s, I suppose. So yeah, it was the first time back. Lobby's renovated. The first floor is renovated. It's kind of it was a hot mess there on Saturday morning because they got like a Starbucks with the grab and go kind of breakfast sandwiches and stuff. It was just madness down there. But you got the conferences coming in. You got the wine and dine people. You got the people going to the parks. So there was just a lot going on. I think as a whole, like the hotel the room was nice, but still felt a little old. Had a nice little balcony to look out and have coffee in the morning,
If you have to describe the smell of the lobby, what is it?
Well, because it's renovated, Jen. So are you comparing it to a smell you recall?
Maybe so,
Yeah.
but maybe it's the same smell.
I don't know. I don't know if I think that was a thing because Mrs. DIllo brought up the smells of things while we were there. And you know what I really noticed more is the area around it, because much like in the springtime out in your town, we were like, oh, it smells like Orlando out a little bit, whether it's the maple or the pine or the combination of the both. I don't know.
Nature out here.
Nature. There is that, kind of around the Buena Vista Palace, especially if you're walking over to Springs, which is what we did. I got to do I never went over the overpass before, the pedestrian walkway over the top. So that was, more of what I paid attention to in terms of scents. So not so much on the lobby smell, especially going in at like 2:30 in the morning. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But the overall is there's levels of, if you're not staying at a Disney resort, there's like levels of hotel rooms, right? You got like the old room, right? And it's just Florida old. Like, it's got history on it.
Yeah.
Screams Florida. And then one step above, like or below that, I guess, is the old with kind of the musty smell, whether it's mold or just humidity or whatever. Then there's that. And then after that, you're like, it's like, we've been here so long. This used to be a smoking room, and then there's also a discoloration going on. Yeah, and that's like I was at a Hampton Inn for spring training in Fort Pierce on the opposite side, on the Atlantic coast, and that kind of was like right on the border of, this probably was a smoking room at one time. It's not exactly moldy, but it feels really old, and it's making me a little itchy.
Yeah, for sure. Now, although Buena Vista Palace is my preferred go-to off-property hotel, I will still fight anyone who goes, I'm going to stay at the Disney Marriott. I'm going to stay at the Disney Hilton. That's not a Disney hotel. No, it is. It's on property. It's right by Disney Springs. No, it's not a Disney hotel. So stop calling it that. Now, granted, if it's people that I don't know that well and they start saying that, I literally have to force myself to be like, and just not say anything. And it's just like, it's not a Disney hotel. It's just going in my head. So, I understand the difference and also fight if anyone tries to say otherwise.
Yeah, a lot of those hotels on Hotel Plaza Boulevard are, well, I don't know if affiliate is the right word, but they're associated or have this. Some
They're
of
a
them
good
have,
neighbor hotel.
yes, good neighbor, have some kind of perks associated with Walt Disney World. So whether it's, I don't know if it's 7 hotels or 9 hotels or 6, 7, then it's I just wanted to get that in there.
Yeah.
It is.
For the
Yeah,
Gen
agreed
Alpha
though.
crowd.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, right? I'm saying at Disney, at the Marriott, like,
No, you're not.
no, you're not, Ethan.
But they have a character breakfast.
When the elevator door closes, they have an ad for Galaxy's Edge. No, they don't, Ethan.
So we stayed at World Center for one of Jocelyn's meetups, right? That we did that we stayed there.
I did World Center for one, and then
then
I
the
feel
other
like
Marriott.
a different Marriott for the other one. Yeah,
Over
by
not
the
past
outhouse.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which was and those it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And that was a good deal. That Marriott we used to find some pretty good prices on for a while, and then that was like, oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, because we did it for when we went to see the party too at that Marriott. We did that one twice. We went there twice.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's and that was the thing with that weekend is even just going a little bit further was not you weren't getting the bang for less buck.
Yeah.
You know, it was still like there were at some point I was like on side by looking at by the outlets and over on that side I was like, I don't like it over here.
I'm not scared of it. I just don't like it.
I'm not scared of it because I'm not familiar with it. I just don't like it.
Is there an HOTTOGO you can bring me sweets to go over by the outlets?
Yes, because I almost was there. I almost landed there.
I feel like we may have stayed there for a couple of nights in July 2021, maybe. And now that I'm picturing it, I go, oh, that kind of looks exactly like that hotel in Oswego.
In Oswego. Yeah. So did we officially tell the story on the podcast where I could not remember the name of what is it actually called, Jen?
Home to, well, it says home to, you see home to suites, but it's like Hilton something. I gotta look it up. I don't even know.
And all I could say like sweets to go. I was in full Papadillo malaprop.
And believing it with his full self of
full conviction.
No, we're at Sweets to Go. And me going, yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about. I was right there at the Walgreens. Like, and then at some point, I think Mrs. DIllo was like, that's not what it's called. I'm like, what do you mean? I know exactly what he's talking about. I was just there.
It's like the entire staff at the Italian restaurant in Oswego are like, this guy is, what is wrong with him?
Who is this?
He's Lenny Burrows, my God.
Yeah, sweets. Hold on. Let me just Hilton. Oh, home to Suites by Hilton.
Home to Suites by Hilton. That's the Hilton by Hilton is very confusing. So yeah, I almost ended up there, which I thought would have been funny too. Of like, oh, here I go, staying at another Suites to Go.
That becomes your thing.
I mean, the one in Oswego was great. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
But yeah, the prices. So I was just like, no, I want to stay at the Buena Vista Palace again because I haven't been. Yeah. I want to sneak over to Disney Springs as I can, and go from there.
Oh, not that one. Lewis, I feel like because of the delay, we say things and then all of a sudden Lewis says it like right after we say it, and I'm like, oh, this delay. It's like he's like, I know it. Oh, we already said it. Yeah.
So then we had an 11 a.m. boathouse reservation. Well, let me tell you a little story. I was pretty on it, like I guess at the 30-day mark, but most of the Disney Springs reservations, they start at like 11 because of lunch, you know. Mm-hmm. And Mrs. DIllo was like, I don't know what you're doing because I was over on Open Table and it says I can get a reservation at Boathouse for 10 a.m. I'm like, what are you talking about? At Disney, you can't do that. You can't be on Open Table.
You can't just go to another site and do something like that. That's not how this works.
I was like, what? They're not going to let you in if you have a reservation on Open Table.
Big thing. Did you get that off 192? Did you buy a ticket?
I was like, you can't do that. So she's like, let's walk over earlier anyway to see if we can get in. I'm like, we're not going to get in earlier. I don't know what you're talking about.
So Papadillo.
And I said, but of course, I'll walk over to Disney Springs earlier. I don't.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, maybe if we can't get in, I guess we'll have to walk around a little bit.
I'll go to a couple of the stores. And so we take the open table. You know, she's on open table so much with her job that that's like her go-to. And no, that's not right. 10 a.m. That's what do you think? They're in New York City. So we go over, and and it's still a little after 10. So we go in the Christmas shop, and quiet in Disney Springs. I'm like, see, nobody's here yet. That's why they don't have anything starting at 11 a.m. until 11 a.m. Nobody's here. No, they can't fill these tables at 10 a.m. So we go into Christmas shop, which of course is like temptation, to the nth degree, since we have our Christmas tree up and we have the decor and we have all the things. So I think we bought a gift for a family member on Mrs. Dillo's side, and that was, we were good, but we were kind of like, what about this? What about that? What about this? I was like, when I'm back in 2 weeks, I'll take a look. So we go over to the boathouse and we're like, oh, we have a reservation. Hi, excuse me, hi. No, it's Mrs. Dillo. I'm like, she's like, we have a reservation for 11.
Yeah.
She's like, there's people at tables. And so we sit right down. Oh, do you want to, and it's a half an hour early. Oh, you want to be outdoors on the lake, on the river? The boats will go by. Look, what a lovely view here, because we arrived earlier than 11 a.m. So brunch, with the brunch menu, they were doing the piano thing inside, and I did steak and eggs. Mrs. Dillo did the crab cake bolognese, I think. Was it just crab cake Benedict? I don't know. It was like one of those combinations. And the mega Bloody Marys. Like the $18 Bloody Mary that was this tall, with a jumbo shrimp in it, in addition to the olives and the whole thing. Very nice, very good. And I will just say, only a little more expensive than our meal at the airport bar in LaGuardia the night before.
Is that right?
Which was a complete ripoff.
Yeah.
Just go to Shake Shack, everyone. When you're in Terminal B of LaGuardia, don't think you're getting something better somewhere else. You're not. Yeah. Go to Shake Shack and just suffer the fast food consequences. Yeah. Just do it. Don't bother. I'm not one about prices sometimes. I was like, what just happened here? No.
Oh, those are all the restaurants in the airport. It's always like, what I just.
You can be expensive. Be expensive and good.
No, but even all the places, even like if you go to like a Chili's in the airport, you're like, I'm just gonna get like the nacho and the guac and what. Like, how much is this? What do you mean? I had chips and salsa. I don't understand what just happened.
No, and I had like a chicken sandwich, which looked very good in the picture. But I was starving because, please, you're well aware of my ordeal in traffic on Friday night, which is its own story in its own right, of the amount of phone calls that were involved between Jen and myself as I'm on the Grand Central Parkway driving the 9-year-old to Long Island so Jen can pick up the 9-year-old
at Mama and Papa Dillo's house.
At Mama and Papa Dillo's house. Yeah, at the halfway point, so then I could get a ride back to LaGuardia to get on the flight with the Friday evening traffic. How many? What is it? Six, 7 phone calls somewhere in there.
6, 7.
Oh, 6, 7. Naturally got it in there this time.
Yeah. There was a point where I was like, okay, well, if you can't go further, you gotta let me know where you are, and I'll just pick you up on the side of the road. What's happening?
I like 9-year-old. We're just gonna park in the City Field parking lot until Aunt Jen gets here.
11-year-old would be like, let's go. All right, let's go.
So then to say, like, Gabby was our server. Lovely. Highly recommend. Just a lovely time having brunch on, looking at the Saratoga Springs Resort as the boats that go over to the French Quarter go by.
Yeah. Did you get on one of those after?
No, it was discussed, though. One of the things that were discussed for later was, okay, if we're not going to go to Topolino's,
Yeah.
what are the options? Which was Hangar Bar, right? Is that
Yeah.
yeah. I get it. Sometimes in my head, I think of the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, where all the wings are, and so I'm like, when I say Hangar Bar, I'm like, Jock Lindsay, so, and like maybe a Wine Bar George combo, or knowing that we could get beignets until 11 o'clock. Would we try to take the boat over and do that? And we opted for. We needed more than just beignets to eat at that point, so it was after 9:30 or whatever, closer to 10. So we chose to try to get in some nosh somewhere, and but I highly recommend on the brunch. I did brunch over the dinner. I think and I think that was part of the discussion. If you could do something there, do brunch.
Yeah,
Like,
for
pick
sure.
brunch over anything else, and then walking out of the boathouse. A mob scene in Disney Springs from 10:30 and then or whatever it was until 10 to 12, maybe close to noon. Night and day of the amount of people, packed into Disney Springs.
Well, and were you seeing the Gideon's line as well when you came out?
Mrs. DIllo kept saying, "What is this line?" And I said, "They want cookies."
They're waiting for a cookie.
She's like, "Are the cookies that good?" I said, "The line has been too long for me to try one. I'm never getting in that line."
Can you check Open Table, though? We might be able to get through. I've never thought of trying that one, but yeah. By the way, Val saying that that's how she got the cake bake reservations was via Open Table.
Is it a real thing that you get Open Table?
Can we get into Geo82? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You mean they accept reservations from other websites? What's happening?
So that was the Boathouse brunch, and then for the evening, Jock Lindsay's was it has Halloween is set up as a Halloween bar. So that line was insane. So we weren't going to go wait in that, and then we went into Wine Bar George, and we're like, "How long for a table?" And they were like, 10. How did they word it originally? And literally, it'd be like, you're saying 10:50, or you're saying 10:15, or you're saying 10 to 15 minutes. We don't know which one you're saying.
Is 10:15 like 6-7? What is it?
But we ended up sitting at the bar at Wine Bar George and getting just some apps. But they have a lovely $83 skirt steak on this platter for a two. And I'm like, that's something for the future.
Yeah, for sure.
It looked really, really good. But my steak and eggs were also really, really good at the Boathouse. So across the board. But what other, we didn't, but then we roamed around a little bit. We were in a hat shop earlier in the day. We did, a Christmas store, obviously. And then we went through World of Disney.
I was going to say, yeah.
They got to do something about this, though.
Still angry at World of Disney.
The open concept does not work.
Too sleek for you. That's why.
It's not even sleek. I don't understand. I mean, listen, and I'm not saying that how it was previously with all the different rooms was any better. But it doesn't make anything seem special in that store. And I think some, we're used to Mouse Gear and Classic Emporium and, the store right on Hollywood Boulevard. We're used to those things over the years. And so there is that nostalgia behind it. But, it flowed in a certain way that you knew then, now I'm in this section, and now I'm in this section, and now I'm in this section. And then the prince is on his knee next to Cinderella.
It has to work like this every single time.
And I just don't know. I don't know what the answer is there. It just, but I will say, and I think I said this not on the podcast last week, but in the group setting, is, I'm anticipating buying a holiday spirit jersey, but they also seem to be moving towards the, I don't want to say spirit hoodie. I don't know, but it's a zip-up hoodie with the same kind of lettering up the arm and across the back and down the other arm at similar pricing. And I'm like, I mean, I have so many zip up hood stuff. I don't need another one. I need a Spirit jersey. But these hoodies, I might need a hoodie.
And also, is anything in World of Disney, any of it, is something you need? None of that is what you need.
Right.
So
And
it's all relative.
well, and that's the thing. Like this hoodie that I was then like eyeing for like 15 minutes
Yeah.
was like just on a rack. It was like they rolled it out and like put it and walked away. It wasn't like on display. Like they had other holiday stuff on display. This was just a rack to the side. I'm like, that's not very magical.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, and I think that's what's hard about World of Disney is that nothing feels special. Like Miss DIllo, who is like she's like, I'm not a Disney fan, but you put her through like they have like a great store in the Disneyland downtown Disney area. Like they have like a home store with like the decor is all Disney home based.
Yeah.
Like she'll go crazy in there if you let her.
Yeah.
Because we went into that World Disney, she's like, "Where's the home section?" And I was like, "I don't. I'll be back in 2 weeks. Maybe it's an open table." But even there, it was kind of like, it didn't pop.
Yeah. There's big noises happening outside what's going on.
And so, and then when we're leaving, just to kind of wrap it up, and then we can touch on other subjects. But leaving Buena Vista Palace, I was like, oh, I want to stay here again. So we're going to check out, and we're coming down with, do we have to check out? Who knows when you check out of a hotel these days, and when you don't have to check out of a hotel? What are the rules? We don't know anymore.
You're very big on like, I think we have to say something. Where I'm like, let's just go. Just go.
So I'm like, I'll go bring the keys down.
Yeah. And they're like, thanks. No, yeah.
So we step off the elevator. We got our bags. There's two Hilton employees there.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you checking out? And I'm like, oh, yeah. And they hand the keys. And she's like, well, I can't check you out, but let me tell you about this thing.
Oh, we're trying to sell you.
And so, right, basically it's 4 nights. All in $299, no fees, nothing. So like, so you have like 13 months to book and 19 months to go or something like. I'm like, and so Mrs. DIllo is like, the next meetup, like what, like when do you need a hotel? Like you're gonna come here again.
Yeah.
And I'm like $300, and they're like, yeah, just pay $300 right now. And so the card comes out, and the card. What else do I have to do? And I'm like, no, this is the price. It was like, so you have to go to a seminar.
Right.
Well, you have to attend a. Give me the card back.
No.
And I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it, but I'm not a planner. So I cannot determine this far in advance that I'm going to have time for however long of a seminar it is with Hilton. And I have no intention of buying into Hilton. So no.
Yeah.
However, Hilton, if you're so desperate for my upfront money right now, here's 2 things you can do.
Yeah.
Offer me a bounce back without the seminar.
Yeah.
Or email me with the same offer and give me time to think about it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for an Uber. I don't have time to listen to your spiel. So I'm not saying it left a bad taste in my mouth or anything, because I'd go back there. But I'm just like, I feel like I missed an opportunity by giving me this opportunity.
Yeah. And this is why you don't check out. And you just go.
Yeah.
You just go. Walk
go.
straight out.
But I was fooled. I tell you, because I thought, like, oh, maybe I have a lot of, I'm not going to check you out. Get out of here. As Lewis is saying here.
Run.
You have to sit through a torture session, and your wife has to be there. Oh, both of us have to be there? Mrs. DIllo would not want to be there, I'll tell you right
Yeah.
So, yeah, but that was what was interesting to me. Is like, okay, I'm not going to do it in a moment, but it's been 5 days. Why are you still not sending me an email every day with it?
Yeah.
Keep spamming my email. Lord knows everyone else is spamming my email.
Yeah.
Just send me an email every day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's it. I'm
Ranting about Buena Vista Palace. So our tight 45 that we've done for this podcast, and half of it, I don't know what it was, but I do appreciate a good like nostalgic trip down memory lane of Orlando, and like that whole Crossroads Hotel Row area is just like there. That's another thing, we talked to how Jelly Rolls is almost like this. It has gone through different lifetimes, especially for me and for you, of like living down there, but also for me, my first time going with like Mama and Papa DIllo, and then living down there, and then going from being back up here and all of that. And it's like that same thing in that whole vicinity. I mean, obviously not Crossroads anymore because it's just flattened land now and you just took it all away. But like the vibe of that is like its own nostalgic bubble.
Yeah, and we're joking. We're not joking. We're serious. But when they say, "Oh, I'm staying at a Disney Marriott," like, stop it. But it was an extension of like our Disney trips to, and especially when I lived there. If I was frustrated by the I-4 traffic, I would get off at 5:35 and cut through Hotel Plaza Boulevard and try to drive around to the studios that way, like all the time. So it is just, it was part of the landscape, right? And that Plaza Boulevard is still part of the landscape, and I am super curious to see how that then becomes this I-4 on ramp or whatever they're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all interesting. Is there anything we need to talk about regarding the meetup before we say bid adieu, or do we just edit the first 15 minutes of this podcast?
I don't think we even have to do that. It's all fine. Listen, people need to know what they're getting into. It's one of those episodes of, if you're listening to us for the first time, and this is who we are. This is what we are. I don't think there's anything else we have to cover. I'm sure more will pop up in the next few days as we record this, because we are now in those final stages and really leading up to it. This is prime planning time for us. Everyone else has been planning this for months. And
Correct.
Literally today, I was like, let me go into the app. What we got going on in here? What's going on? What reservations do we have? Should I try for something? What's going on? And so, it's prime planning time for us. So you never know what changes or things can be made. And yeah, we'll see how many episodes actually come out of the whole thing.
Yeah, we expect several episodes. But very Merry Christmas party on opening night on the 7th of November. First night of Jollywood we'll be at on Saturday, November 8th. And then trip over on the 9th.
Well, just like that.
That's fine.
Just like
that, everyone. Until next time, she's Jen, and I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces. The DIllo's Diz podcast is hosted by Frank Cardillo and Jen Cardillo Snyder. Music produced by Matt Harvey. Logos and video production courtesy of Snydillo Studios. DIllo's Diz Resort is our Patreon, with tiers starting as low as $1 per month. You can visit DillosDizResort.com to learn more. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X Twitter, and Facebook at DIllo's Diz. Check us out on YouTube by visiting youtube.com/DillosDiz. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there. We also have merch available on TeePublic and Etsy. For all this and more, visit our one-stop shop, DillosDiz.com. DIllo's Diz Podcast 2025.